Looking to trade your old bulk for some of the latest Pokemon booster boxes? Well, check ccgcastle.com. The process is very simple. Send in 1400 cards and get a brand new sealed booster box back. We ship boxes worldwide for free once we get your cards. Make sure to check video description or check ccgcastle.com for more informations. How's it going, Pokefans? Once again, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Another day, another video. Today's video is about Kingdra. So I'm definitely going to call this deck a Rouge deck because it's not a top tier 1 deck, but the Kingdra is actually very good. I mean, there's two different attacks for just a single energy card. The first one is for the 90 to one of your opponent's Pokemon that has any damage counter. The second one is Tornado Shot for 90, and then basically you can discard a energy from this Pokemon and do 30 more damage counters to your opponent benched Pokemon. Of course, you're not going to apply weakness and resistance for those benched Pokemons, but still, this Kingdra looks so gorgeous. Also, speaking about art, but the attacks are also very strong for just a single energy card. With the Tapu Lele around and with the Bridget for the setup, Stage 2 Pokemons can easily be played. And I'm very enjoying playing Stage 2 decks, especially deck like Kingdra, because Kingdra is the old school Gen 2 Pokemon, and I was actually playing Pokemons from the Generation 1, so my favorite generation of the Pokemons are actually the Gen 1 and Gen 2, and the Kingdra is one of those cards. So yeah, that's pretty much all about the Kingdra. 140 HP, so I'm running 4-3-4 line of the Kingdra, 1-1 line of the Octillery, of course. And there's also like 2 copies of Hoopa. I decided to go with the Hoopa because it looks like a good card with a hyperspace punch. You can just put 2 damage counters to 2 of your opponent Pokemon's supply. I mean, this attack will dust, so it's not putting damage counters, it's something different. But still, if you start with the Hoopa, you can strike for 22 of your opponent benched Pokemons or active and benched Pokemon, and then you can have actually damage counter for that Brine. So in my opinion, it's just okay, but it's not necessary. Also 2 copies of Tapu Leles with the Wonder Tag and Energy Drive also sounds like a good idea. If you don't feel comfortable with the Hoopa, if you find yourself not being enough comfortable with Hoopa, you can always replace Hoopa with something like Tapu Lele, because then actually, not with Tapu Lele, but with the Tapu Koko promo, because then you can simply have the free switch available. When you play Guzma, you can switch your Pokemon to the Tapu Koko, and then you can basically retreat for free with him to another Kingdra, just in case you don't have energy. But then you need actually 2 energies for the attack use. So that's the reason why I decided to go with the Hyperspace Punch Hoopa. On the other side, 17 Pokemons, 33 trainer cards, and 10 energies. The first thing I'm going to say also that this deck can also benefit from 1 copy of Fisherman, so you can maybe possibly technically recycle some of the energies. Again, I decided to go with the Super Road, mainly because I'm running Octillery, and sometimes will be much better to just recycle energies with the Super Road and then drop them with the Octillery, and you will still be able to play support a card for turn like Sycamore, like Skyla, or maybe like Guzma. So any of those options can be good. Moving on to the item cards, I'm always running Escape Rope if it's possible. So right now I decided to go again with Escape Rope, 2 Field Blowers, so you can discard some tools from Pokemons in play. 2 Max Potions, why not? Mainly because once we hit with Tornado Shot for like 90, we can discard. We are forced to discard energy and hit for 30 to one of our opponent benched Pokemons, and basically then we don't have energies. We can simply heal all damage counters from Kingdra with a Max Potion for free. 3 Rare Candies, 1 Rescue Stretcher, 1 Super Road, and of course 4 Ultra Balls, and that's pretty much it from the item cards. From supporter cards, of course, 1 copy of Bridget, 2 Guzmas, because this is the deck made for the future standard format. I'm not running Lysanders in this deck. That's the reason why there is Guzma. 2 Lilies, 4 Sycamores, and 4 Ents for the drop support, so in total 10 drop supporters. 2 copies of Skyla, because we're running Stage 2 deck and we definitely need Skyla for that rare candy. 2 Choice Bands for extra 30 damage counters to GX or EX Pokemons, 2 Flow Stones for the free retreat, and 10 energies, which 2 of them are going to be Splash, and 8 of them are going to be just regular water energy cards. Overall, I really like this deck, and it's pretty damn good. So if you're looking for any of these cards, make sure to check ccgcastle.com. Also, with the TCG Center 5 code, you can get 5% discount on your first purchase. So actually, I very like this deck. And I must say that the future format will be much better than the current standard format, so that's for sure. So yeah, let's do some game test so you can actually see how this deck works in action. So make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you already didn't. So see you in the game. Okay, so starting first, taking a closer look to my opening hand, no sign of the basic Pokemon. Alright, one extra card for my opponent if he have basic Pokemon available in his opening hand. Alright, yes, he have. So time for refreshment. What can we find here? Pretty much almost nothing. Okay. Starting with one copy of Horsey. Let's go with the Ultra Ball for something like a energy card. For something like N and one copy of Lily. For first Tapu Lele and for the first Bridget. And of course last Bridget. First and last Bridget. So Bridget into the... I only have one Goose, my second one is prized. Okay. Yep, 2 horses, 1 Remoraid, and 1 energy attachment to my active Horsey, and I'm passing my turn. So Alone and Waka on the other side. Alone and Grimmer can search deck for free with the Vision. You can search a deck for Alone and Grimmer and put it in your bench. Put on your bench. So this is also Tapu Lele for the Bridget on the other side. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, Pikachu and another Grimmer. I'm just thinking about, should I play N or Sycamore? It's a very good question. It's a really good question. Let's go with the N. Ooh, okay. I mean, okay. At least I pulled. At least I pulled Hoopa, so I'm not gonna complain. That's for sure. I'm not gonna complain. I could snipe 2 Pokemons for like 20 with a hyperspace punch. So let's just, yeah, Salaza needs to be knocked out. Whew, very tough decision. I guess I can put some pressure to his Tapu Lele, and I can put some pressure to his Grimmer on the bench, so let's better go with something like that, at least for now. Yeah, I actually bricked here, but any kind of Ultra Ball can help a lot. However, one Darkness Energy attached, and looks like right now I'm gonna be confused. And also burned and poisoned. Okay, burned and poisoned. One heads with the Timer Ball, and that's for the Alolan. But so far he cannot attack. There's a Choice Band and Sycamore for 7. No sign of the N. Sycamore and Tapu Lele discarded. Okay, the Evolution Spray. There we go, as expected. So basically I'm taking 1 damage counter from the poison, and I need to flip a coin for the burn. If I flip tails... Oh, he used GX attack. Okay, so I'm poisoned and burned, and I'm not burned anymore. That's the new rule. However, I have Max Potion available, but I think it's not worth to use it, because I'm gonna be knocked out anyway. So yeah, even if I attach my Splash Energy, I'm going to be knocked out from the poison, so that's not gonna be effective. Yeah, passing my turn. That's all I can do. Decided to attach 1 energy to my Tapu Lele. At least I can maybe try to apply some pressure to his Mach with my Tapu Lele, but Okay, I'm not sure why he decided to evolve right now, because there was no need to do that. And chemical bread for like 150. That's a plenty of damage counters. Of course, I'm gonna promote my Hoopa in the front. And hope for the best. And the best is just escape rope. That's not the best. But it's also not the worst. Let's attach 1 energy and let's hyperspace punch once again for 20. And 20 to that Selassie on the bench. Alright, so another Selassie in play. And again, I'm poisoned and burned. And Mac can go again for like 150. But it's still for only 1 prize card, so it's okay. It's definitely okay. Alright, so another Mac in play. There we go. And a floatstone. And N. Okay, so he decided actually to play that N, which is pretty cool. What can we find here? Well, there's a Kingdra, but however there is no sign of the rare candy, but still I have at least Skyla available. So I'm gonna play that Skyla, no doubt about that. So I can grab myself a rare candy. Okay, there we go. I can also play my Ultra Ball, which I'm definitely going to play. Or actually, let's just wait for now, because that escape rope might help a lot. Tornado shot for like 90, and I can spread 3 damage counters to one of my opponent benched Pokemons. So let's keep applying some pressure to those Max, because once I knocked out those Max, the game is pretty much over for me. I don't need to worry anymore. There's another double course energy for my opponent Mac in play, and there is Raichu. So yeah, right now he can actually paralyze me, and that was the reason why I decided actually to keep that escape rope available for the next turn. Alright, so another Sidra and Kingdra. And chemical bread for only 80. Alright, so right now it's my turn. My turn to do something huge here. And the first thing I'm going to do, it's gonna be my field blower. The second thing I'm going to play here should be the N. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my N. I can grab 6 new cards. I can probably take maybe even... Oh, there's a floatstone. Okay. Yeah, Ultra Ball for 2 energies. Of course, for my Octillery. And I'm hoping to find that... Alright, floatstone... Energy attachment, a bezel hand for escape rope, I hope. Nope, but at least there's a max potion. And super rod. 1 horsey, 2 energies. Passing my turn back to my opponent. Alright, at least I managed to avoid probably 1 hit knocker without devolution spray, but there we go, there's a devolution spray. Yeah, this turn will cost me a lot because I was not able to pull that escape rope. So I actually regret my decision where I didn't play my Ultra Ball. Oh, so he only hit for like a 10. Okay, and there's a Lele in my hand, which means only one thing. I can play my Lysander, or actually Guzma. So without energy in my opponent's hand, this is maybe good decision. Both of these Pokemons actually have 1 retreat cost. So I'm going to put my Kingdra, and I can also play my Abyssal Hand for 2 extra cards. Alright, so time to use my Brine. And time to apply some pressure to that Mach on the bench. So he's down to like 40 HP. And of course my opponent need... Oh, he have Lodestone available. Okay, at least I tried. So that's okay. I'm definitely gonna be knocked out right now because of the another Celeste. Another Poison and Confuse marker placed on my Kingdra. But the good thing is that next turn my opponent is only able to go for like 120. That's the max output he can do without a devolution spray. So chemical breath for like 150, and I'm still in the game. So time to put my Kingdra in play. Time to set down my Horsey. And time to play my Field Blower for that Floatstone on the bench. Lily into 3. Alright, there is the energy card. And I guess I can Tornado Shot for like 90 and 30 to that Mach on the bench, because even next turn in the worst possible scenario I can knock out my opponent Mach on the bench with my Hoopa. But I can also knock out his active Mach with my Tapu Lele for 100. So, in my opinion, I can take actually 4 prize cards next turn with my Kingdra. So, there's a Timer Ball for my opponent, only 1 heads. Not sure what he will take. Maybe Raichu. Maybe, yeah, he already have Raichu in play. He definitely needs Devolution Spray. Chemical Breath for only 10. Right now, I actually need to find myself a energy card. Because without energy card, I pretty much cannot do nothing. So I can discard 1 Kingdra and 1 Sycamore, and ooh, I don't have Rescue Stretcher. Okay, bad decision. Pretty damn bad. Yeah, again Ultra Ball for nothing, but since I have 3 energies and I can take 7 cards, I'm gonna play my Sycamore for 7. So, with numbers, I need to pull 1 energy card, and I did. So, Tornado Shot for 90, and 30 to his another Mach on the bench, and I think at this moment that this is pretty much a GG. Because I'm gonna take 4 prize cards here, and hopefully there is Guzma. Okay, hopefully I can find that Rescue Stretcher, so I can recycle another Kingdra back to my deck. And there we go, there is a Rescue Stretcher, very important card. How many ends do I have in my discard pile? All 4 ends in my discard pile. Ooh, so I definitely need to recycle some of the Pokemons back, so I can survive a couple more turns until I manage to knock out my opponent Tapu Lele. So this is the Ultra Ball for another Tapu Lele, and who knows, maybe my opponent even decide to play his own N and end me down to like 2 cards, which is in my opinion not bad at all. Nope, he decided to go with Professor Sycamore. Okay, another Darkness Energy attached down to that Tapu Lele, and I can expect 6 damage counters from that Tapu Lele. But the good thing is that I have Max Potion available. As long as I have Max Potion, I can simply heal some damage counters from my Kingdra, and I can do that without discarding energy cards. That's the beauty of the game. There's also a Choice Band and Energy Attachment. And of course, I definitely need to play my Rescue Stretcher, so I'm gonna shuffle back some of the Pokemons, like a Sidra, like a Kingdra, and like another Kingdra. So I have like 4 turns more left. And I can hit with my Brine for like 120, which means his Tapu Lele is down to 140. And next turn I can actually end the game, because I'm gonna have that Kingdra available. And there we go with the end. And I also have that energy card available, so I don't need to worry. I think this is definitely a GG. Okay, so Sidra and Horsey, Devolution Spray. So might be for the Raichu, and it is for the Raichu. Alright. Super out, so you can recycle back some of the energies or Pokemons from his discard pile back to his deck. I will expect to see that one Alolan Mach, and actually 2 Max and 1 Grimer. Alright, pretty much fair enough. And more than that, 100 damage counters is the max damage you can do right now. I have 2 max potions in my discard pile. I was forced to discard one, I played one. He decided to retreat. Ooh, that's interesting. Still I can snipe on the bench, so that's a GG. I can use just pretty much my brain and snipe my opponent Tapu Lele on the bench for the knockout and for the last 2 prize cards, so that's the victory.